Wizards of the West Coast. Tapping out, slinging spells. I hate your deck. We want to give you the true LGS experience. We show up, sling spells, and have fun. Now meet our players for this episode.
Hey, what's up? It's Lynch from I Hate Your Deck. Let's bring you some more spice. I got spicy people here and spicy times, and I love playing paper magic with my friends.
Matt, excited to be back, playing on I Hate Your Deck. Gonna make some cat and dog tokens, gonna be pretty fun. Try to kill everyone with some combat damage today.
What's up, everybody? My name's Kevin, long-time watcher, first-time player. Very excited to be playing with some new people today. I'm gonna be playing Obeka, Brute Chronologist, trying to play cards that are normally very bad, but try to get rid of the bad part of them.
What's up, everybody? It's Larry. I'm excited to be back. Let the games begin.
Let the carnage begin. Scary Larry is back. Are you guys ready?
I'm scared.
Well, I'm gonna play Pantlaza, sun-flavored. It's a dino, 4/4. Whenever Pantlaza enters the battlefield or another dinosaur enters the battlefield under your control, you may discover an X, where X is the creature's toughness. Do this only once each turn. It has a bit of a flicker theme to it, so I'm trying to have fun discovering. It has some fast mana, but not a ton. Sometimes it can be tough to get into 5 mana, and sometimes it's not. So we'll see, hopefully today I get to 5 quicker than not.
Jennie Jetmir second. If you would create 1 or more tokens, you may instead create that many 2/2 green cat creature tokens with haste, or that many 3/1 green dog creature tokens with vigilance. Lots of cats and dogs, lots of other miscellaneous tokens which will turn into cats and dogs.
Awesome. I'm playing Obeka, Brute Chronologist. She's a 3/4, and she only does one thing. She has a tap ability, and it says the player whose turn it is may end the turn. So I can't end anybody else's turn, nothing like that.
Against their will.
Yeah,
I mean, you can make deals to end people's turns.
I can use it as kind of a little political piece, trying to play normally garbage cards with very bad downsides and counter the downsides by ending the turn.
I'm playing Yusri, Fortune's Flame, 2/3 flying Ifrit, and he has the ability, whenever he attacks, I choose a number between 1 and 5. I flip that many coins. For each flip I win, I draw a card. For each flip I lose, Yusri deals 2 damage to me. If I win 5 flips this way, I may cast spells from my hand this turn without paying their mana costs. There's a lot of cards that flip coins. There's cards that let me reflip coins. There's a fair amount of cards that roll dice. It's just silly and it's fun and it's somewhat chaotic, but not like Stacks Unity.
Silly fun, is it?
Yeah,
I don't buy it.
It's worth
No.
buying.
It's just
They always
insane.
try to sell it like
It's
that.
Got all these coins to buy stuff with. I'm not really sharing that. Well, actually, there are some cards that
Yeah.
I'll probably give you 1 or more treasures this game.
I'll take
I'll
a
give you
treasure.
opportunities
I
to
love
put
that.
your stuff directly into play this game.
I'll be happy with
It's
that.
gonna be fun.
But you're only picking 5, right?
There's only one way that I know to play this, which is like 5 every
Balls
time.
to the wall.
I've been at 8 life and chosen 5.
Wow.
Yeah, my friends will vouch for this.
I hope we get there today.
I hope so too. It's
love
really fun.
Hey guys, if you can support us on Patreon, we can keep bringing you awesome episodes every other Friday like we've been doing. The support really helps keeping the show going, and we appreciate you. And if you want to play in the Discord, we got a lot of other people that play. I've played with him in the Discord. That's how I met you, was in Discord.
That's right.
I hate your deck.
Okay, let's roll to see who goes first.
Larry.
6.
6.
4 sixes?
Nobody goes first.
Damn.
Four-way
Let's do it.
tie.
Let's do it.
This
Come on.
bodes well for the start of your coin flipping.
6.
6.
All right, take it away, Matt.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Play a Stomping Ground as my land for turn into play tapped, because I'm a little scared. Pass.
Draw for turn. Command tower. Pass.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Island, go.
Untap, upkeep, draw.
Speed magic, that's what I'm talking
Yeah.
about. Let's see it fast.
I will play a command tower and pass.
Untap, upkeep, draw. All right, I've got this Copperline Gorge as my land for turn. Comes in untapped as I control 2 or fewer other lands. And then I'm gonna tap 2 here. For a Tillinali Summoner, Ascend. I control 10 or more permanents. I get the city's blessing for the rest of the game. Whenever it attacks, I can pay X in red. If I do create X 1/1 red elemental creature tokens that are tapped in attacking, beginning of my next end step, exile those tokens unless I have the city's blessing. Pass.
Draw for turn. Savannah for turn. Land. Tap 2. Play Boros Signet, which will tap for red or white, and I pass to Larry.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Play another island. I'll pay 2 and cast Arcane Signet and pass the turn.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Training Center, which will come in untapped because I have 2 or more lovely opponents.
I concede. Concede pact? Concede pact?
Come on.
You know, that never occurred to me, man.
Yeah. We could really fuck them up, guys.
That's right. I will tap a black and a colorless and play a Nightscape Familiar. He's a little 1/1 guy. It says blue spells and red spells I cast cost 1 generic less to cast. Pass the turn.
Untap, upkeep, draw. I've got a Bountiful Promenade as my land for turn. Also comes in tapped as I currently have 2 or more opponents. And then I'll tap 3 for a Skip Swarm.
Oh boy.
Landfall. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under my control, make a 1/1 green insect creature token. If I control 6 or more lands, create a token that's a copy of Skip Swarm instead. And I'd like to move to the combat. Thanks for having me, Lynch. I'll hit you for 1.
Welcome to my own show.
disgusting,
Welcome to my own show.
Pass.
Now I see why you brought up the concession pact.
Yeah.
Draw for turn. First, tap for 3. Cast Garruk's Uprising. And when a creature 4 or greater does enter the battlefield, I'll draw a card. And then that's you, Larry.
I'll untap, upkeep, draw. I'll play a mountain. I'll pay 3 and cast Yusri, Fortune's Flame, 2/3 flying. When he attacks, I choose 1 through 5. Flip that many. As a shorthand, I like to roll dice, but we'll get to that next turn. Hopefully.
Remove it, kill it.
Pass.
You know what you're supposed to do.
Untap, upkeep, draw. I'm a little worried about that Scoot Swarm.
It's just a little guy.
It's just a little guy.
Remember, they say kill Larry, world peace.
Yes.
I'm just drawing into more bad cards. Like, there's some good
hope
cards
so.
in here.
I don't
So
believe. I don't believe
yeah.
you. I kind of don't believe you.
Yes.
But then he can cast all the bad cards
You know
for
what's funny?
free.
The best part is the surprise in his face when he does say something big, when he's like,
I
Forgot this was in here.
I have 1 card in my hand that's guaranteed to be good.
I'm gonna play a Scalding Tarn. I'm gonna
tap a crack a second.
tap it, crack a second. I'm gonna get up Badlands. Play a Mana Crypt.
Cast it.
Any responses to the Mana Crypt? I will tap the Mana Crypt for 2 colorless. Tap this guy for 1 more colorless for a Mimic Vat. It's an artifact, has imprint. Whenever a non-token creature dies, you may exile that card. If you do, return each other card exiled with Mimic Vat to its owner's hand. And then once it has something exiled under it, I can pay 3 and tap it to create a token that's a copy of a card exiled with the Mimic Vat. It gains haste, exile it at the beginning of the next end step. So basically if something dies, I can choose to put it under the Mimic Vat, and then if something else dies, I can replace it under the Mimic Vat, but it can only have 1 at a time. I will just pass the turn after that.
Untap.
Accept your terms.
Upkeep, draw. I've got a red, a green, and a white for Jennie Faye.
She's out here.
She's out here. If I would create 1 or more tokens, I can instead create that many 2/2 green cat creature tokens with haste, or that many 3/1 green dog creature tokens with vigilance.
You can or you must.
Can. So you don't have to replace it, but I can.
She's got a dope coat
Yeah.
in that artwork.
Extremely
A dope coat.
She's
Dope
flexible.
coat.
I'm gonna play this Battlefield Forge
Yes.
as my land for turn. Trigger Jennie Faye. Well, trigger Skew Swarm. So land enters the battlefield, so I can make a 1/1 green insect. Jennie Faye. I'll replace that. I'll take a cat actually. A 2/2 green cat creature token with haste.
Hasty kitty.
Move to combat. And
Bad.
I'm gonna swing this Hasty Cat over at you for 2. I'll send my Skewed Swarm over at Lynch for 1.
No
8
blocks.
permanents. You are 2 shy of the city's blessing.
I am too shy
I
of
take
the city's
1,
blessing.
you're taking
2.
2.
So I get to keep the tokens
gotta
at my end
pay.
step if I have. Yeah, you gotta pay into it. Second main, pass. I'd like to move to end step.
Untap. Draw for turn. I guess we came here to cast our commander, didn't we? I'll tap 5. I'll cast Pantlaza. Does anyone want to respond? Because it has the ETB trigger that doesn't happen if you...
I have no response.
Pass.
So Pantlaza enters the battlefield. Discover X or May, where it's its toughness, so 4. So I will go ahead and discover. So I'm gonna flip cards.
So you're gonna do that, then you're gonna do this?
So my Garruk says since he's 4 or greater, I'll draw a card. So I have the 2 triggers.
Yeah.
I'm going to choose to have my fate in Discover first, and I'll draw after. Conjurer's Closet. Generous gift. I will hit Jennie.
Put her into the
But you
command
will
zone.
give you a 3/3 beast.
It will. Here's my beast, let's go.
Too bad I couldn't get Conjurer's Closet. That sucks. Oh no, I draw.
Yeah.
No, I pass.
Untap, upkeep, draw. I will declare the battle. Matt, I'm gonna be the only person at 40 by the end of this combat. You have no flyers or
I have no flyers,
Okay, great.
no reach.
I am going to choose a number between 1 and 5. 5. I'm going to roll these dice. I'm going to choose odds or evens at once for all of them. and then I will get that many of the resulting roll.
Are you feeling lucky?
Always. It's going to be odd.
Vegas, baby.
2.
I take 6 life, I draw 2 cards. This is not a good deal. I take 6 life and draw 2 cards. Play an exotic orchard. Pay 2 and cast a Mind Stone, and then I'll pay 3 and cast Stitch in Time. Flip a coin. If you win the flip, take an extra turn.
Come on, lose the flip.
This commander always reminds me of that scene in No Country for Old Men. And he's like, what's the most you ever lost on a coin flip?
Again, I'm not going to win the game next turn. Guaranteed. Tails.
Oh boy,
That's an extra turn.
you hate to see it.
Okay, I'll move to my extra turn.
He's doing the thing.
I'll draw. I'll play a mountain. Michael Lynch.
Yes.
I'll declare battle. Michael Lynch. I'm attacking you. I'm choosing 5. I'm naming odd.
So 1.
Wow, that hurts.
The only person strong enough to kill Larry is himself.
Ow. So I take 8, go to 26.
I'm not hating this extra
Yeah.
turn. I'm not hating.
You know, sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you punch yourself in the face. Yeah, I draw a card. I'll pay 5 and cast Psychosis Crawler. Power and toughness, each equal to the number of cards in my hand. Whenever I draw a card, each opponent loses 1 life. And I'll pay 2 and cast Krark, the Thumbless. That would have been good here. Or it might have been really bad, who knows?
Yeah.
2/2 Goblin Wizard, legendary. Whenever I cast an instant or sorcery spell, flip a coin. If I lose the flip, I return that spell to its owner's hand. If I win the flip, I copy that spell, and I may choose new targets for the copy. Kevin, I'll pass to you.
Untap, upkeep, I'll say evens, I'm safe. Ouch. Draw a card. Well, I'm gonna try to take the title of bad guy from Larry for just a second.
Bad guy? I've been a bad guy to me.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna tap a black and 2 colorless, and I'm gonna pay 5 life and attempt a Toxic Deluge for 5.
I'm sad, but I understand.
I pass priority on the Toxic Deluge. Did
I'll
you pay your
respond.
5?
I have not paid 5 yet.
I'll respond.
Oh, you're responding.
Tears.
Tears resolve.
I would like to steal that red guy under the Mimic Vat, please.
Oh.
Play Minimo, School at Water's Edge for my land. Taps for blue, or I can tap a blue and it to untap target legendary permanent. Tap 2 colorless for a pair of boots, Lightning Greaves. And with that, I'll pass the turn.
All right, untap. Upkeep. Draw. Magic card.
The crazy part is how sometimes some people are able to quickly build up even after a board wipe. You're like, damn.
We're about to find out.
That's not gonna be me. Nope.
I would have thought for sure that would have been you, Matt.
You thought wrong. 1 green for Llanowar Elves, which can tap to add a green in a turn. That is my turn.
Untap. I don't have mana crypt, so I don't have to hurt myself, maybe. I'll draw for turn. I'll tap these 3. 2 will be white. Tap that for green. The green and the red, a Selesnya Signet. So I still have 2 white floating. I will then use the command tower to tap into the Signet so that I'll now have still the 2 white floating and then a white and a green. And I'll use the green to pay for the Ranger Captain of Eos.
Oh, it's a good card.
Human Soldier, 3/3. He's the captain, so you know he had to do something when he comes into play. When he ETBs, you may search your library for a creature card with converted command that costs 1 or less, reveal it, put it into your hand, and shuffle your library. And he's got another ability, sacrifice Ranger of Eos. Your opponents can't cast spells this turn.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good card.
very common. It's like, everybody shut up, I'm about to win the game kind of thing.
Silence on a stick, yeah.
So you have 1 white remaining floating.
Correct. The Ranger is 3/3, so it does not trigger Garruk's Uprising, but he will still have trample. Goes to my hand. I'll use the white floating to then cast the Esper Sentinel. Again, doesn't trigger the Uprising. Larry, see what you got from your rebuild.
I untap, upkeep, draw, or pay 3
Tapping 3.
to cast Tribute Mage. When he enters the battlefield, I may search my library for an artifact
2.
with converted mana cost 2, reveal it, put it in my hand, then shuffle.
You know, all the mages are in Brago, because you just keep flickering to get whatever.
I'll get Lightning Greaves to my hand. Pass the turn.
Not casting it?
No. No, not
That's
good.
a spooky amount of mana.
That is a spooky amount of mana.
4.
I see you're paying attention.
Untap. Nobody leaves 4 untapped, you know, just for fun.
I mean, dude, I
Evens,
got a
I'm
Mind
safe.
Stone I might want to activate.
I'm safe. Draw a card. Tap a black and 2 colorless for a Black Market Connections. So it's an enchantment. At the beginning of my pre-combat main phase, I can choose one or more. I can create a treasure token and lose 1 life, draw a card and lose 2 life, or create a 3/2 colorless shapeshifter creature token with changeling and I lose 3 life.
Are you gonna pay for Esper Sentinel?
Yes, I will pay 1. Pass the turn.
All right, man, what you got?
All right, untap, upkeep, draw. I've got a Grove of the Burn Willows as my land for turn. Tap side colorless, or if I tap it for red or green, each opponent gains 1 life. You guys are really nice.
How friendly.
Friendship.
Let's tap green, 3 colorless for an Orin Frostfang. Attacking creatures I control have Death Touch. Whenever a creature I control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card.
Ooh, sick.
And I'd like to move to the battle, and you're gonna get attacked with a Llanowar Elves.
I got no blockers, so I take 1.
Trigger Orin Frostfang. Creature I control dealt combat damage to a player. I'm gonna draw a card. That's all I got. I pass.
Untapped, go to my turn. Yay! Draw. Yay! It's a land. Sack it, crack it.
Yay!
Never did not have it.
I mean, the difference between Commander and like other formats is like nobody's thinking Stifle right now.
I love Stifle.
Trickbind is split second Stifle.
Yeah?
I love Trickbind, because then you can't respond to it at all. You're like, haha. Split second's an awesome mechanic.
I wish there was a couple more split second cards. You can, however, counter it with flipping a face down creature up.
Morphs will get around split second
Yeah.
because they don't use the stack.
Exactly, yeah.
I didn't have my morph deck done in time, dude, but it'll be for next time.
I'm gonna sacrifice my Ranger Captain of Eos.
That's scary.
He's gonna do something very bad.
Yeah, that's really scary.
Because you can make 2 blue mana, right?
Yeah, bro, I have Exotic Orchard.
Yeah.
Don't do it. You shouldn't have done
Not gonna
it.
cast? Yeah, I can do anything with 2 blue.
No.
Yeah, I doubt it.
But you sacked your dude. Well, I'm not now. You sacked your guy.
All right, yeah, so you're done. So you're passing priority.
Nothing for me.
Yeah, pass on the Ranger
Okay.
Captain activation.
I'll tap for 7. I'll cast a Tali Primal.
Oh.
I will have a couple triggers. It is a 4 or greater, so I will choose to
You're a
draw
monster.
a
Like
card.
Lynch.
I've got some nasty stuff in here. I'm kind of scared.
When a Tali enters the
Hold on
battlefield.
1 second. I obviously don't have a response. It's possible my new friend Kevin has a response.
I can't.
I sacked
Oh wait, no, it's
Yeah.
opponents. It's not targeting me.
Yeah, it's...
Damn it.
Yeah.
Your opponents.
Yeah, it's just you and I were having so much of a
I
conversation.
know,
I thought you were exclusively trying to stop me. Like I'm the
No.
only one with 2 blue
I just
mana.
know you and I have a history with knowing what this card does.
What does that card not do?
Yeah.
When Hitali Primal Conqueror enters the battlefield, each player exiles from the top of their library until they exile a non-land card. You may cast any number of spells from among non-land cards exiled this way without paying their mana costs. I am definitely planning on just seeing what I can hit off your decks. Each player's, that's
Yeah.
also me.
Yeah,
That's also me.
everyone does.
Yep, scary.
Tali trigger. Here we go. Locust God.
Oh my god. Toski.
Oh, man.
Until you hit a non-land.
Non-land, keep going.
Oh, come on.
Ristic!
Oh my god.
I'll take it. So Ristic comes on my page, does nothing for it. Toski comes on 1/1, does not trigger this. Locust God is
Stays
4 or more, so I will get a trigger. I will draw a card. Then this is also at 7/6. I will also draw a card.
You know what's fucked up, man? Is like I would have let this guy resolve.
Really?
Yeah.
I just had to be
I
sure.
would have just countered everything else.
This is so bad.
Yeah, that's...
Okay. Oh, this is so much fun for me, though. I've had a rough day today. It's been a rough day. When Trumpeting enters the board, discover 5.
Trigger your Locust God off the card that you drew from Trumpeting Carnosaur.
This is the only instant I can find right now. This would just be the 2 and 6. So let's discover 5.
We need more free spells.
Yeah.
Well,
Nature's
All right.
Lore,
Nature's Lore.
yay!
As far as
Pretty
It's not
benign.
bad.
That's benign, yeah.
I can do a Shockland. Right
yeah.
there. Temple Garden.
Shocked?
I already shocked you.
You're so happy.
Even if I lose later, I'm so happy.
We're just sitting
I
over
got
here
to
crying.
do something. 'Cause I don't think I've ever casted him before. I've only watched other people beat me in the face with it. Bahan, I'm talking to you.
Vaughn, I'm thinking of you.
I'm glad you got to experience
Okay.
the joy.
I'm a little miffed, dude. I've been looking for a big beater to draw into, and
And I just took it.
yeah, right off the top,
I liked
man.
it.
Super fun!
Super fun. I will swing. I'll hit Matt since you've been hitting me. I'll hit you for 2 in the air. Since you are open 2, and Esper came in last round,
Yeah.
I'll swing Esper at you for 1. I will draw 3 cards because I had 3 creatures hit to Toski's ability. So 1, 2, 3. That will create 3 more insects.
You're done.
This concludes your trip to Value Town.
That concludes my, ooh.
We're like staring down the barrel of a gun right now.
Yeah.
No, dude. I mean, it's all creatures anyway, dude. One board wipe and it's all just.
My end step. And I will have to discard my card, my cards that I can't keep.
I'll untap, upkeep, draw. I'll play a mountain.
All right, I'll discard Wooded Foothills, Preston Vanisher, and a Forest.
I will pay 4 and cast a double taxed Lightning Greaves.
Double taxed.
Yeah, taxed here, taxed there, taxed everywhere.
Yeah, my Ristic and
Dr.
Buddy.
Seuss of taxes. I'll equip the Lightning Greaves to the Tribute Mage so that I have a blocker you can't target. I'll pass the turn.
Untap, upkeep, roll for crypt, evens I'm safe. Ouch. Draw a card. I think the rules of Black Market Connection say you have to full send it at least once, right?
It's true.
So we'll full send it to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I will create a treasure, I will draw a card, and I will make a guy.
I hate Atali, dude.
I love Atali.
It's such a bitch.
It's so dumb.
But I've never been on the side of it. I've always been where you are, you know?
Yes, so I did my Black Market, I made a treasure, I make a shapeshifter,
Oh, hell yeah. Got it.
and I draw a card. Tap a blue and 2 colorless for a Frantic Search. I'll cast a Frantic Search. It's draw 2 cards, then discard 2 cards, then untap up to 3 lands.
So is that your first spell this turn?
Yes.
So yeah, trigger Esper and Ristic.
Yes.
I say don't pay and look to pay for a subsequent board wipe. Like
Okay.
If you draw, let's say, like Blasphemous Act, pay for the Blasphemous Act.
Absolutely.
And there we go.
Esper, Ristic. I draw 2.
All right.
You make
Focus
2 more
guy.
dudes, up to 5.
You find something good.
I will untap 3 lands. No, not really what we were looking for, but now I gotta think. You're all tapped out. I'm hoping Larry's not gonna try to hurt me here because I'm gonna try something risky, I think. Tap my Mana Crypt and a red, and I'm going to play Fable of the Mirror Breaker. It's a saga, so it'll come in at number 1. And I make a 2/2 red goblin shaman creature token with whenever this creature attacks, create a treasure token.
Are you taxing that?
Yes, I will
You're
tax
okay.
that. Yes.
Okay. No responses?
Attempt to equip my token with a Lightning Greaves, and I'll swing with it. I'm sorry, Larry. I'm sending 2 your way, just 2 though. 2 on the ground at you, Larry.
What is that deal?
I'll take 2. So you
Okay.
make another treasure?
Yes, can I get a dice, please?
Yeah.
And then I will move to my second main phase, and I will tap 2 red and attempt to play a Warrior's Oath to take an extra turn after this one. And at the beginning of that turn's end step, I lose the game.
How much mana do you have? First, do you pay for Ristic?
Yes.
Let's try to stop Mike.
Okay.
My board state
I don't know
is-
if I can, but I'm gonna try. We're gonna dig
true.
deep. We're gonna try
Yeah,
to dig.
dude. I have no response.
In that case, I'll go to my next turn. I will untap.
You feeling lucky today? What?
No, I've lost it every time. I'm not feeling lucky. Odds I'm safe. Oh,
Odds.
that's it.
Yeah.
I'm really smart, guys.
You got to work on your gaslighting.
I went to college. All right. Untap, upkeep, draw. Dude, we're in bad shape here. I'm gonna half send the Black Market to create a treasure and draw a card. So I'll lose 3.
Wow, you're low in life.
Yes, I am. Draw a card. After my draw step, I may discard up to 2 cards if I do draw that many cards. Yeah, I will discard a Blade of Selves and a Ortheon, Hero of Lava Brink. And I'll draw 2 cards.
All right, what are you getting?
Come on.
Boom.
Okay. Now I will tap my Mana Crypt, 2 colorless, play a Soul Ring, have 1 floating. I think I need all the mana I can get here. You can draw twice.
Okay.
I mean, do you guys have any? I'm kind of feeding him in the hope that I can try to do something, but I don't even know.
Yeah.
I will use the 1 colorless and a black, a blue, and a red, and I'll cast Obeka. I will pay the Ristic tax, and then I will attempt to move the boots over to Obeka.
Yeah, continue.
Okay, boots go on Obeka. I will move to combat, swing at Larry for 2 on the ground.
What? You're not trying to take one for the team here? Take two little tiny ones for the team here?
No, it's
That's what I'm
okay.
I'm gonna block.
Okay. This guy dies.
Friendship over.
Sorry, man. I'll tap 2 more, but 3 to pay the tax. So I have no more mana.
Okay.
Attempt to play Elturel Survivors. He's a 0/4 with Trample and Myriad. As long as he is attacking, it gets +X/+0, where X is the number of lands defending player controls. Resolve.
I'll pass on that.
We tried our best. We didn't find an answer to Lynch. Move to my end step. A trigger to lose the game goes on the stack. In response to the trigger, I will tap Obeka to end the turn and clear the stack. Pass the turn.
Untap, upkeep, draw a magic card.
We're gonna lose the game here, guys.
I have a commanding position that needs to be dealt with.
It's grim. It's grim.
I've got 3 at Larry.
I'll take 3.
Trigger Orin Frostfang. Draw 2 cards.
Oh, get that card draw. Larry's so not impressed.
Not the hero we need.
All right, before you say that,
Come on.
Right.
Come on.
Oh.
overgrown farmland as my land for turn.
Oh, we're off to a great start, dude. Good
I
time.
control 2 or more lands, so it will enter untapped.
That's dope.
Nice.
So I've got a white, colorless, and
Believe
then
in
I
you.
will. So white and 2 colorless, not paying any taxes.
Not paying taxes, so I draw 2.
For a retribution of the meek.
Ooh.
Bury all creatures with power 4 or greater.
Oh, I love you. I love you.
So I do have a response.
Oh,
Okay.
we hate the response.
What is your response?
I'm gonna tap this for 1 white, and I'm going to flicker Itali.
I'm gonna respond. Yes. I'm gonna tax counterflux on Ephemerate. I'm not overloading it. I'm countering it. It is uncounterable. I'm paying 1 tax or the other. So you draw 1 card. And
Okay.
I'm countering Ephemerate.
Okay.
I wanted to save that for your spell on your turn, but
This is better.
Yeah.
This is better.
I think so.
Equivalent to countering 4 spells.
Okay, so this gets countered.
Okay, so Retribution of the Meek. Blowing up all the biggins.
All the big guys. Only little guys
Biggin,
allowed.
biggin, biggin, smallins.
Small ones.
This guy, when he dies, return it to its owner's hand at the beginning to my hand. It's lovely.
Looks God's good.
We did it, guys.
Let's go.
Sack.
Now we just need you to pop off with the Rakdos charm and bzz Mike for like 15.
I'm gonna tap 3 for an Academy Manufacturer.
Hey.
Oh wow, that's a good card.
If I would create a clue, food, or treasure token, instead create 1 of each.
Can't pay
Thank you.
Ristic, because that's all you did, right? You
Yep.
did the Academy. All right, so I'll draw for Ristic.
That, I'm gonna pass the turn.
Untap.
Oh, at the end.
This is
step,
back
yeah.
in my hand.
Draw for turn. Oh, I have 2 or more opponents, so Bountiful Promenade will come out untapped. Tap a Temple Garden to tap Boros Signet to play an Arcane Signet. Tap 1 of any color of your commander's identity. And I'm gonna cast Chimil, the Inner Sun. Tap those for 6. Put these 2 there. Spells you control can't be countered. At the beginning of your end step, discover 5. So it's a legendary artifact.
You keep it chill?
Pass
No, I
on.
keep it chimil, dude.
Keep it real Chimil.
Very un-Chimil card.
Yeah, dude, there's nothing chimil about chimil, dude.
Go to combat.
You know, you don't have
That happens to you 12 power.
You don't have to kill me. You could just let the Mana Crypt kill me, you know? Or maybe the Black Market.
dude.
Well, he has to pay for Black Market.
Yeah, I mean,
At least 1.
Well, I think people do it to die.
You're not actually at the highest life total. You can do something about that instead.
Out of 13 total attackers, with this one knowing that's going to you. 8, 5.
I got no blocks.
I got no blocks either.
Well-
I go to 13.
I will then draw 13 cards because of Toski, right?
Yeah.
That's a thing, yeah.
Continuing Michael's turn, you've drawn all the cards.
Go to pass my turn. Discover 5 will trigger.
Oh.
Conjurer's Closet.
Oh, you got it back.
It's the one he wanted.
And I'll discard it.
Untap, upkeep, draw. I'll pay 5. Recast Yusri. Untax.
So I get to draw the 1.
Yeah.
We are so back.
I'll equip Lightning Greaves.
Yeah, that happens.
Oh, joy of joys. I'll pay 3 and play a single taxed Rark's Thumb. If you would flip a coin, instead flip 2 coins and ignore 1.
That's pretty relevant.
That's very relevant.
Hella relevant. Hell of it.
Do draw for that one.
Yeah.
Okay, so I draw for that.
It's time for combat.
Get his
Michael
ass.
Lynch.
Yeah, coming at me
I'm
for 2.
choosing 5. Here we go.
Big money, big money.
Big money,
Big
all
hitters
odds.
only.
So I have 3 odds already. 3 in the bank. I need to re-roll these and hit odds.
Odds.
And I get to go to Magical Christmas Land.
Oh,
Dude, it's like Value Town, but better.
Oh, shit!
Value Town, but better. I draw 5 and I get Omniscience until end of turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Damn.
This is what we need.
Yeah, this might be the only thing.
This is how he wins. This is not what we
This
This is
is
what
what
he
we need.
needed. You gotta remove the word we from your vocabulary.
I'm going to play an untaxed Mana Geyser. Yeah,
1.
you draw a card. That gives me plenty of mana. 15 mana.
He doesn't even need it. He has Omniscience.
Well, you can pay the taxes.
Oh,
Yes.
that is very
I'll
good.
play a taxed Locust God. I'll play a taxed Chaos Channel. When it attacks, I roll a d20. 1 through 9, I exile the top card, I may play it this turn. 10 to 19, I exile the top 2, I may play them this turn. 20, I exile the top 3. I'll play Crooked Scales, taxed. Artifact, 4, tap, choose target creature you control and target creature an opponent controls. Flip a coin. If you win the flip, destroy the creature the opponent controls. If you lose the flip, destroy the creature you control unless you pay 3, then reflip the coin. I'll pay a taxed Rite of the Raging Storm. Creatures named Lightning Rager can't attack you or planeswalkers you control. At the beginning of each player's upkeep, that player puts a 5/1 red elemental creature token named Lightning Rager onto the battlefield. It has trample, haste, and at the beginning of the end step, sacrifice this creature. I'm gonna play a taxed Propaganda.
Oh, shit.
Creatures cannot attack you unless their controller pays an additional 2 for that creature. I'm gonna play a taxed Basilisk Collar. I'll equip Basilisk Collar to the Locust God. I'm going to play a taxed Contact Other Plane. Roll a d20. 1 to 9, draw 2. 10 to 19, scry 2, draw 2. 20, scry 3, draw 3. Big money. 8.
Little money.
Small potatoes. Draw 2, make 2 insects. Play a Rainbow Veil. Use 3 of this mana and tap Rainbow Veil for blue, passing it to Kevin, activating Locust God, drawing a card, then discarding a card, making a 3rd one of these, discarding this mountain, play a taxed Humble Defector. I'll move to equip the Greaves to Humble Defector. Draw 2 cards, target opponent gains control of Humble Defector. Activate this ability only during your turn. I'll tap Humble Defector and pass it on to Matt.
Oh, thank you.
Drawing 2 cards, making 2 more dudes.
Handing out gifts.
Yeah, you get a land, you get a creature.
An untaxed Hedron Archive. Taps add 2 to my mana pool, 2 tap, sack it.
Untaxed?
Yes, untaxed.
So I draw.
Yeah. Pay the final 2 mana to crack Hedron Archive to draw 2 cards. 2 insects up to 7, thank you. I'll cast an untaxed Thought Reflection. If you would draw a card, draw 2 cards instead. I'll re-equip Lightning Greaves. We're gonna have fun. Oh wait, you probably have gas in your hand. I'm gonna flip a coin.
These aren't the droids you're looking for.
If it's odds, I'm gonna cast this spell. Heads I cast, tails I don't.
Go for it.
Untaxed Show and Tell. Each player may put an artifact, creature, enchantment, or land card from his or her hand onto the battlefield. Yeah, you can put a permanent from your hand into play. On me, bud. I get Bucknard's Effortful Purse because it starts with me.
Untaxed?
Yeah.
I'll put a Smothering Tide.
Oh my god.
Now, you know what? I was like, I should have played that, but I was also worried about you countering. So I was like, well, I'll just play it next turn. And then you did that, and I was like, if only I'd played Smothering Tide sooner. So I'm just gonna get it out there now, because if you're still gonna draw, I'm gonna fucking pay off.
I'm done popping off.
I know what you will about it.
Permanent into play.
I would like an Atali. Old Atali.
Just an Errasta of the Endless Web. Whenever an opponent casts an instant or sorcery, make a 1/2 green spider token with reach.
Man, sounds like old Atali gonna be headed your way there, Mike.
Yeah.
What up, G? I put in Bucknard's Everfull Purse.
Worth. That purse is ever full.
The universe wanted it, dude.
Yeah.
So, who am I?
I respect flipping for it. Very flavorful.
Thanks for the Atali.
Yeah, bro. I mean, it's going that way, right?
Yeah. Untap. Mana Crypt. Evens, I'm safe. Please. Just let me win it once.
You're actually safe.
You also get a Lightning Rager.
5/1 red elemental. Draw a card.
Now are you paying for Smothering Tide?
No.
Okay.
Get a treasure.
Treasure.
Beginning of pre-combat main phase, this will go to 3 and then exile and flip.
Get a Kiki.
I get a reflection of Kiki G.
Reflection is not the Kiki imposter.
Yes. So he's a 2/2. I can pay 1 colorless and tap him to create a token that's a copy of another target non-legendary creature I control, except it has haste. Sacrifice it at the beginning of the next end step. Black market. Yep. I will
Full send.
I will definitely not full send.
Coward! Let's full
I
send
will
it.
lose 1 life and make a treasure. Attempt to move the Greaves to the Kiki-Jiki, the reflection of Kiki-Jiki. And then I would like to tap this for a red, let's say. Tap this to make a copy of this guy, El Turtle Survivors. So I'll get a copy of that guy. He has haste and I sacrifice him at the beginning of the next end step. The Mana Crypt, 1 more for a total of 3, and tap the Mimic Vet to create a copy of this guy until end of turn. So he has haste too, and I exile it at the beginning of the next end step. I will move to combat. I will swing 1 of each of these. I'll send 1 of these guys at Lynch, 1 of these guys at Larry.
No, pay 2.
I will send 1 at you, 1 at Lynch.
Because they enter tapped and attacking and bypass propaganda.
Swing this guy. You have what for blockers? A 3/5 and a 1/3?
Yep.
No, let me do it this way. I'm gonna send a Tolly over here. I'm gonna send this guy at Lynch, a 1/1, and when he attacks, I can pay red and X. So I'll pay red, 1, 2, yeah, that's fine. I'll just pay 2 for X. So when he attacks, create 2 1/1 red elementals that are tapped and attacking. At the beginning of the next end step, exile those tokens.
Bam.
Okay,
So I got 3 coming at me.
these going over here, these going 1 to you, 1 to you, and then 2 more here. So it's technically 4 guys coming at you, Lynch.
So 4.
So I also have myriad triggers here. So for this guy and the copy, it's going to create 2 tokens that are going at everybody else. Anybody who's not being attacked by him already. So I think everybody will have 2 El Turtle Survivors coming at them.
And you are not attacking me with either of them. You're attacking me with the
Correct.
With the myriad parts.
And these guys are 0/4s that get plus X plus 0, where X is the number of lands you control.
How much do I want to take then? How much am I taking total if I say yes?
How many lands do you have?
Lands total?
Yeah.
7.
So you have 2 7/4s coming at you. They do have trample also.
I guess before blocks, a Tolly trigger.
Tally trigger on the stack.
Yes.
I'm gonna pay 3, crack this, and I'm just going to Teferi's Protection out of that.
That's pretty good.
You cast an instant or sorcery, I will make a 1/2 green spider creature token with reach.
So that triggers, and I'll read Teferi's Protection. Until your next turn, your life total can't change, and you gain protection from everything. All permanents you control phase out, and then exile Teferi's Protection.
No response?
Any other responses to a Tolly?
If you end the turn, he can't Teferi's Protection.
That's true.
Yeah, but also nothing else happens. I want to do something here.
Yeah, kill people. You got it. You're gonna get your triggers.
Okan.
And
okay.
does Lynch still flip even though he's Teferi'd?
Yes.
Rose Room Treasurer.
Worldly Tutor.
Okay, yeah, I'll cast that. Yeah, I'll cast them all, sure. And I can't cast my land. I'll do it and put it on top, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I had a second 1/2 green spider creature token with reach.
I'm just trying to create. So there's 2 myriad copies coming at Larry,
Yep.
and then these are the 2 going.
Well, he has 1 and a copy,
Yeah.
and you have 1 and a copy, and
I
Larry
know.
has 2 copies.
But I've now phased out.
Yes.
It does behoove us to try to kill one of the originals. Well, actually, he's just making tons of copies.
Yes. For my Worldly Tutor, I'm gonna pick an Eater of Days and put it on top. He's a 9/8 flying trample. When he comes into play, skip your next 2 turns.
All right. So you guys are 6 headed at me. Block 1 with Chaos Channeler. Block 1 with Locust God.
Kill both
That'll
of
kill
them.
both.
Yep.
They will trample over for a total of 5, and then I'll gain 4 life from the Locust God.
Lifelink is the best of the color.
Lifelink and Death Touch. I'll end up losing 1.
These guys are dead.
Well, technically you have a Rose Room Treasurer trigger from Okan coming in.
Whenever another creature enters the battlefield, create a treasure token.
So just the 1.
Just the 1. I have 2 treasures.
I will block the original Ulterior Survivors with my Arasta
Okay.
and my Academy Manufacturer.
Okay.
Because he's a 4 toughness, correct?
Correct.
1 spider blocking Atali, and then the second spider blocking the copy, the myriad copy of it, El Turtle Survivors.
Okay. 4 will get through on that one. You have 6 lands? Okay. None will get through on the second one.
Yeah.
And this will die. Yeah, you blocked
Yeah.
them both. So the original's gonna die, then the copy stays.
So 1 spider blocked Atali, and then 1 spider blocked the copy, and then these blocked the original. So these spiders will both die, and then you get to assign combat damage to these guys, because they have 8 toughness.
Yeah, I'll do Arasta first.
So Rasta will die, my 2 spiders will die.
Did, served valiantly.
It did, came in clutch there.
Okay, that helps you out.
4? Yeah, so after blocks I take 4.
Yep. I'm gonna play this for now, then I'll play a ponder. Look at the top 3, I may shuffle and then draw a card. I'm gonna put them back like this, and I'm gonna draw a card. Spend my 2 treasures and cast a Dockside Extortionist.
9 from me.
Got 1.
1, so 10.
Because I don't count, because I'm phased out.
He's gone. He doesn't exist. I have 2 cards in my hand.
Oh.
Unopportune time to play this card, but I'm gonna spend 6, go down to 4, including 2 red. I'm gonna cast Hellkite Courser. So he's a 6/5. When he ETBs, I may put a commander I own from the command zone onto the battlefield. It gains haste, return it to the command zone at the beginning of the next end step. That's not gonna happen because she's already out, so he's just a blocker. I will move to my end step. I have a bunch of triggers going on the stack. Trigger to put that back in Larry's hand. Trigger to sacrifice these, and sacrifice this, sacrifice this. I will tap Obeka to end the turn and clear the stack, doing none of those triggers.
Oh, bye, Logan's God. But I liked you too. I liked what it did for me. I'm not gonna lie.
I liked, maintaining a little bit of life total, but that was kind of a bust.
Yeah.
Pass the turn.
Wow, a lot has changed since I last untapped.
Yeah, you don't have to deal with my smothering type.
Untap, upkeep, draw.
But after what I just did, I don't think anybody wants to kill the insect.
Problem is that I am dead if I don't kill him too. You created a problem for us.
I had to do something.
Yeah.
You got to attack him because he's definitely going to kill everybody.
I'm gonna start by tapping Humble Defector to draw 2 cards. When I draw
Larry's
2
happy.
off Humble Defector.
This is amazing.
Thank you.
Oh, technically you would have had another one from Hellkite entering.
Yeah, but that's okay.
I will swing my Rager. Yeah, oh, well, that makes it really easy. Over here,
All right.
5/1. Trample?
Death touch.
Trample Death Touch
You can't attack me with it.
Block with this
No,
guy.
that's not-
for 1 point of damage.
Yes.
So you take 4. You can also block with
Yeah,
Dockside.
I think we block with Dockside instead.
take
I forgot
3.
you can do the trample death touch thing. We're gonna block with just a Dockside.
They will trade. You'll take 4 from the trample.
I tried.
We're the black market connection, so he's got to take 1.
I'm going down
Okay.
to 1 no matter what.
Trigger Orin Frostfang. I'll draw 1 card.
Okay.
Play my commander again. Tapping this for colorless, this for colorless. Jennie Faye, she's back. Shock in this Sacred Foundry. And then I've got, 1, my own Esper Sentinel. After that, I'm going to pass.
All right, I will phase back in.
Welcome back.
I'll untap all my stuff. Draw for turn. Play a tiger for land for turn.
You also make a 5/1 trample at your upkeep, Michael.
Thank you.
This thing's gonna start cooking out a bunch of everything.
Let's tap 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so this 4, red, white, for Kadric Soulkinder. The legendary rule doesn't apply to tokens you control. Whenever another non-token legendary permanent enters the battlefield under your control, you may pay 1. If you do, create a token that's a copy of it. That token gains haste. Sacrifice it.
You pay 1 extra when you cast your commander and you get another.
Any legendary.
Yeah.
Power 4, so if that ETBs,
Yep,
I
pass.
will draw a card.
She's raging.
I'll use 3 from over here to cast Lauren of the Third Path.
Ooh.
When she enters the battlefield, destroy up to 1 target artifact or enchantment. This will trigger. I may pay 1.
Ooh.
With 1 of them, I'll just move over here so that I still have.
So anybody got a response to the cast?
Nope, I pass on,
You can't counter it because of my Shamil. It just says spells you control can't be countered.
Gotcha.
ETB, I pay 1 to make a copy. 2 Laurens. I will target the propaganda, and I'll target the right.
Okay.
You can tap your copy to draw a card as well.
All right, I'll use 2 of that for an imposing sovereign. Creatures your opponents control enter the battlefield tapped. And then I have 1 mana left floating, which is probably going to go nowhere. 5 at Larry. Is it burnt onto the
Does
creature?
the token have, yeah.
Creatures named Lightning Rager can't attack you or a planeswalker you control. Yeah, that's on the enchantment, it seems like.
Oh.
So that was what I was hoping it was doing. I was hoping by me getting rid of it, I could hit him from the way the text is. But I always can be wrong because I read things the way I want them to be read, not the way that they are sometimes.
I love doing that.
Projection
my
is a
favorite
bitch.
thing,
You know,
yeah.
we all.
Yeah, you can attack him with those.
Okay.
Yeah, thought
Damn.
so.
So I'm gonna attack you with the Rager, attack you with Toski, I'm gonna attack you with 2/1 Lorn of the Third Path, because you only have the 7, right?
Yeah,
I'd have to send 3 at you, but I need to kill him too.
I think so.
I mean, you don't have to.
3 in the air at you, 3 insects your way, because you only have 1 flying blocker, right?
Correct.
3 insects at your way, 9 insects Larry way, 2/1, 1/1, and the 5. Those are my attacks.
Blocks. That's 2 of them, and then that leaves 5 there. Okay, so I block these 2, have 5 left, and block 5 of the 9. That's 4 and 5, 1. I'll leave 1 insect back. I'll use 6 of them to block 1, 2, 4 of these guys, leaving me with
So 5
5
and 5
attacking and 5 here.
So
So
losing 10 damage.
I'll take 10.
Brutal.
I will block 1 of them, and I'll take 2 damage and die. Good game, guys.
Ah,
Damn.
Good game, bro. Hell
good
yeah.
game.
Good game. So how does this work for all my stolen
So
stuff?
Goes to our
Gets
graveyard.
exiled.
What about this one, though? I think you might get that back.
It depends on how it enters the battlefield.
Yes.
You're gonna get your land back.
Humble Defector, I cast, gave it to
Yes,
Matt.
you're gonna
Matt,
get it back.
whoa,
Very good.
set.
So off Atali is exiled?
Yes. I have 2 that got through to you, 6 that got through to you, so that's 8 draws from Toski for a creature dealing damage.
That's crazy.
Boy.
That one's supposed to be from in my deck.
Beginning of my end step, I have 2 triggers. Discover 5 first with a Chimil, and I'll wait to do Conjurer's Closet after. Discover 5. Legion's Initiative, red creatures you control get +1/+0, white creatures you control get +0/+1.
Would you like to pay Esper?
No,
I will draw a card.
I miscounted when I did all my tapping. Then I will choose to flicker Toski using Conjurer's Closet, and I still get to control it. I'll go to my discard, 8 cards to discard.
I'm untapping all these permanent. Upkeep, I have no triggers to speak of. Draw for turn,
Paying for Smothering.
paying for 1 of them because I draw 2 cards off Thought Reflection. No, you get
Treasure.
Boon Treasure. Then I'll equip the Greaves to Humble Defector, pay 2, and equip the Basilisk Collar to Yusri. I'll re-equip the Lightning Greaves to Yusri. Declare battle. I'll attack with Yusri. I'll choose 5. Naming odds. I have 2, and then I re-roll 3 from Krark's Thumb. These are coin flips, keep in mind. Odds. Okay, there we go. I draw 3 cards, take 4, but because of the lifelink, I stay at 2. Drawing 3 will make it 6 because of Thought Reflection. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then you have 3 coming at you, Mike.
You're not paying for the tithes.
Nope.
So I get 6.
That is a lot of treasures.
Then I'll tap Humble Defector to draw 2 cards. It'll be 4 through Thought Reflection.
And you're paying for Smothering.
No.
So I go to 11.
So you
have
take
2 artifacts.
3 from these 2 guys.
So I'm taking 2 and taking 1. So I'm taking 3.
Yeah. I'm gaining 2 life.
Go up 2 commander damage.
Play a mountain as my land for turn. I'll pay 1 and activate Bucknard's Everfull Purse.
Need to respond.
Yes.
Take 11 down to go to 7. I will force the Vigor, the Basilisk Cower, and the Krark's Thumb. A little bit late because stoners are late, and that's part of the LGS magic is we get stoner and we forgot we had this card. So I'm doing it late, but hey, now you got 2 lives, so you're a little bit harder to kill. You're the cockroach that won't die and fall
I
out.
am so happy.
Do you want to pay for the Esper on your force?
I will pay for the Esper going to 6.
Makes sense. Thought I had you there.
This card, I roll a d4. I'm gonna roll a d6, ignore
Okay.
5 or 6.
Oh!
That's sad.
Dude, that sucks. So I get 1 treasure. I'll crack that treasure to crack the Mind Stone, drawing 2 more cards.
Are you paying?
Smothering? No. I'm going to pay 3 and cast Seismic Assault.
Now are you paying for Esper?
No.
Or my
no,
Esper.
No Ristic Buddies.
Okay. When you drew off of us the Esper, right? Because you.
Yeah, you get a treasure. I did not
Yeah.
pay. Correct.
Now discard a pile of lands, 6 of them to be precise, to deal 12 damage to you, Lynch.
Okay, I take 12 damage.
I'll move to my discard step.
On your end step, green and a white, I'm going to cast an Aura Mutation, destroy target enchantment, create X 1/1 green Saproling creature tokens, where X is that enchantment's converted mana cost, and I'm gonna target your Thought Reflections. And I'm not paying for your Esper.
Fair play. Thanks for letting me draw the cards.
And
welcome.
this is the first time you've done a non-creature,
Yes.
so I can draw off your Esper.
So I'll make 7.
7.
7.
Is the mana value there.
And then Jennie Faye will replace that with 7 3/1 dogs with
Come
Vigilance,
tapped.
which do come in tapped.
And I'll discard down to hand size, pitching Hero's Blade.
I will untap, upkeep, draw. I will not pay for Smothering Tithe.
That was just the one draw?
Yep.
So go to 10.
I'm going to tap colorless, a green, a white, and 1.
Sorry, this gets passed to you, Mike.
Jetmir, Nexus of Revels.
Oh,
shit.
damn, son.
Jetmir, a legendary cat demon. Creatures I control get +1/+0 and have vigilance as long as I control 3 or more creatures. They get an extra +1/+0 and have trample if I control 6 or more, and get another +1/+0 and have double strike as long as I control 9 or more creatures. I didn't do well in math, but I have more than 9.
They say you'll never have a calculator in your pocket, and here we are.
Yes.
We all have calculators in our pockets.
So I've got a pretty nice army going here,
What do you say about
and
that now, Miss Scott?
to the combat.
Shout out to Miss Scott. We're not here to math. Turn the dude sideways.
I'm gonna send Esper and Academy Manufacturer over here at Larry. I'm going to send these 7 3/1 dogs over at you, Lynch. Everything does have vigilance, so I'm gonna untap them, and those are my attacks. So currently everything is +3/+0, double strike, trample, vigilance, death touch. Jetmir gives everything vigilance.
Okay.
These naturally have vigilance, and then this gives everything death touch.
5 things to block. I will choose to take 2 of these to 8, 1 more, I guess, to 7 to pay for your buddy. And I'll destroy Jetmir, Nexus of Rebels, and you'll get 2 map tokens.
That
Unless you have a response.
is very sad.
Get lost, Jetmir, get lost. I don't like you doing all this double strikey stuff.
Jetmir took a wrong turn and he got lost.
Okay, he got lost.
So now my guys are much. I do make 2 map tokens.
You do make 2 map tokens.
Map.
So then I will still continue to respond. I will tap 2 of these creatures that were assigned as blockers. I will crack. I'll go from 7 treasures to 5 treasures, white, and I'll do conceal consignment. Any number of target non-land permanents you control phase out. So I will choose then phase out. This is, I guess I don't need to phase out him because he can still kill one of those, right? They're ones?
Yeah, they are ones.
So I'll let him kill one, and I will phase, I just phase them all with conceal consignment. It says, yeah, any number of target non-land permanents you control phase out. And I use convoke, which is why I tapped 2 originally. And Shimamil lets me not be countered when I do that.
Any blocks for Larry?
No blocks.
A deadly 2 from my Esper and Academy Manufacturer.
50% of my life total, dude.
It is.
A deadly 2 indeed.
So
it
to
takes
damage. So you killed 1 with Toski, you said?
Yes.
Oh, I'll draw 4.
Ooh,
Are you
watch out,
paying
son.
for Smothering Tithe?
Let me look at the cards first and then I get
1,
to decide. 2, 3, 4. I will not pay for any of those. Feels good finally having some cards in my hand. I'm going to tap Humble Defector, give it back to Larry,
Sweet friends.
and draw 2 more cards. Yeah, I will not pay for either of those draws.
Smothering Tithe goes to 11 with my
Yeah, you
stuff.
got it. Green and 1 for a Cryptolith, right?
Right.
Creatures you control have tap, add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool. And that is my first non-creature spell for turn. I will not.
I don't have it. It's
Oh,
phased
you don't
out.
know? Oh,
I had to block.
fantastic,
You forced me into
yeah.
blocking. You forced me into blocking.
Even better, you know, it was all planned.
There you go. All planned. You knew what you're doing.
Yeah, I'm a professional gamer.
Not the most dangerous gamer, though.
No, not. Just a professional one.
Professional.
Very undangerous.
I was ready to help me. Give me those attractions.
I learned everything from Ray.
I'm going to play a Treasure Vault as my land for turn. It's an artifact which taps for colorless, and for XX tap sack it, I can create X treasure tokens. Tap 1, 2, 3, and 4 through Cryptolith, right? to cast a Parallel Lives. If an effect would create one or more tokens under your control, it creates twice that many of those tokens instead. Move to the discard. 1, 2,
Okay,
3,
so I get a turn,
5,
huh?
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Wow, now I'm the one with lots of cards.
You good?
Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in hand.
Okay.
And I pass.
I'm going to phase in, untap all my stuff, untap some of Larry's stuff, untap my flyers, draw for turn. Let's do this. 11 and 9, Grand Abolisher.
Oh.
Responses.
Pass.
During your turn, your opponents can't cast spells or activate abilities of artifacts, creatures, or enchantments. So does that resolve? Can't counter, but you can do stuff now if you want to do something.
Yeah. God, Grand Abolisher sucks.
That's a pretty good card.
Yeah, I'm responding. You know what, Mike? I'm dead anyway. I was hoping to, you know, be tricksy and make it look like I didn't have more lands in hand, but I do! I'll pitch them both and deal 4 to your face, and hopefully Matt's gonna come through and clean this bullshit up here.
What?
Yeah, I'll deal four damage to you.
Damn.
Yeah. I mean, you can respond.
Tap for 1 white.
Hey, Mike, I'll make you a deal. If you let me live, I'll attack with Yusri, and I'll roll 2. I'll flip 2 coins.
And I'm gonna do the roll the D4, right?
Yeah, 5 and 6 don't exist.
So I get 4 treasure tokens.
Big hit.
So I go to 13.
Tap the Rainbow Veil. Okay, so I discarded those. You took damage.
Yeah, take damage. I take 6. Play Plateau for land for turn. Let's cast the commander. So we got 4, 5, 6, 7. Pantlaza is being cast. When she enters the battlefield, so we'll discover 4. I'm gonna pay 1 through Kadric's ability, which says I may pay 1 when a legendary enters and make a copy of it. Legendary rule doesn't apply, and I just have to sacrifice end step, and has haste. 2 Pantlazas. So I have 1 discovery trigger here, 1 for its own ETB. So first one, search your library for an artifact or enchantment, reveal it, shuffle, and put that card on top. So I'm gonna resolve Enlightened Tutor.
Do you want to pay for Esper?
Yes.
Are you really gonna use your precious treasure on my Esper Sentinel, man?
Yeah,
Pantlaza?
So this triggers when it comes in, and this triggers when it comes in. They don't see each other.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's only half broken.
I'm gonna do Perforos. So Perforos will go on the top from the Enlightened Tutor. 2 triggers, because I only have 2 triggers. The one for it coming in, because it only triggers once per turn, and the second one for the it. So I will then hit Perforos.
And then Legend Rule, your copy of Pantlaza dies, right?
Legend rules don't apply, so I have it and it has haste. It's gonna be able to still attack. And I have 2 Garruk's triggers because 2 creatures of 4 ETB, so I'll also draw. So now I'll put those 2 in the stack and I'll draw those 2. Tap 2, 1, 2. I'm gonna cast a Blade of Selves. Any responses?
Yeah,
Okay,
good.
I'll tap another 4, so from 9 to 5. I will equip it to the Hasty Pantlaza. You have how many blockers?
I have 8 blockers.
I'll go to combat. Swing everything at you, except for the things that can't. So this, I'll technically swing at Larry, so that one will come in tapped and hitting you. All 5 of
On
these.
the ETB of that thing, 2 damage goes on the stack.
I'm still declaring attackers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Satoshi has to attack. Satoshi comes at you. Sure. Yeah. Do it. 9, 10, and then now we have a couple triggers happening on the stack. So I'm swinging everything at you. Then we have a couple trigger in the stack, Perforos trigger in the stack, and we have the Discover Pantlaza, and because of the Legend rule, it doesn't get sacked, and I have a Garruk's Uprising trigger on the stack. So I'll go ahead and draw a card first, then I will Discover before Larry dies. Mirari's Wake is not it, it's 5. It has to be a non-land, right? Soul Ring. Not what we're looking for. So now 2 damage will be resolved to each opponent.
All right, take 2 from
I
the
am of the dead.
Perforos.
You get your land back, and this we don't forget, because who forgets things like that when
No,
people die?
no one.
No one does.
Welcome to the cemetery, Larry.
It's pretty nice over here, dude. I don't mind it.
Yeah, so then for Perforos, I'm gonna pay this, go down to 1, buff 1, do that again. Buff 2. No, I need 1 more.
You've buffed twice, so your dudes get +2/+0.
And
They
a
get
+1/+0.
so they're
+3
4.
So
So that's 20 in the air right now.
20 in the air.
I will block one of the Pantlazas with Oran Frostfang. The 4/2. I'll block that guy with one of my dogs. Okay. So I've got 5 dogs left. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll block with one more dog on Cadric. Those are my blocks.
How much do we have on the stack with this? This is just 20 damage in the air?
Yes, because you have 2 pumps there, 1 pump here for 3, making these guys 4 power. There's 5 of them for 20 damage.
Before damage is declared, I'll tap 2 and crack a thing. And the creatures that you are blocking, Eerie Interlude. Bounce 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 creatures. Eerie Interlude. Exile any number of target creatures you control. Return those cards to the battlefield under the owner's control at the beginning of the next end step, which would be this upcoming end step coming up.
Yep.
Since Toski's yours, I won't flicker Toski, but I will flicker the 6 creatures.
Okay.
So they'll be gone to Eerie Interlude.
Nothing before damage.
Take 20.
So I take 20 damage in the air. Very sad, none of my tokens fly.
Did I forget to drop for Toski on that hit?
Still, oh yeah, technically you did, yeah.
5 cards.
Yeah.
I discarded all of those. I think we just go to my end step, yeah?
With that on the stack, I'm going to tap my Llanowar Elves for 1 white through Cryptolith Rite. I'm going to Swords one of my Vigilant Dogs. Exile target creature, its controller gains life equal to its power. So I will gain 3 life. I hope it's enough.
So this is still here. This is still
Go
here.
down
Okay.
to 5 dogs.
Pero por qué lo hiciste, Mike?
Still, before that triggers, I'm going to tap.
Oh my God, you cook, dude. Unbelievable.
I'm gonna tap 6
Yeah.
and tap and sack Treasure Vault. So X equals 3, and I'm gonna make 3 treasure tokens.
Okay.
Academy Manufacturer, I will make 3 treasures, 3 clues, and 3 foods. And then I'll replace that with Jennie Faye
Oh boy.
to make 9 3/1 green vigilance dogs. And then I'm gonna double that to 18 3/1.
I think you're living way too dangerously, bro. Instead of all of that garbage, you're going to make creatures.
Yeah, I'm gonna be making.
Are you sure?
Oh, foods would actually be pretty good.
Because I think you're gonna die.
Yeah, you're gonna
That's
die,
true,
bro.
foods. Oh, yeah. Okay, so Treasure Vault's gonna make me 3 treasures, and then I'm gonna get doubled to 6, which is going to go to Academy Manufacturer. So I'm gonna make 6 clues, 6 foods, and 6 treasures. Yeah, I am not going to make the creatures. So I will have 6 treasures, 6 foods, and 6 clue tokens.
Okay.
So then with that still on the stack, I'm going to pay 6 treasures to crack 3 foods and gain 9 life. So all my treasures are gone.
So you gained 9 life.
I've got 3
6
foods and
clues.
6 clues left.
So Impossible Sovereign comes in, Pantlaza comes in, Esper Sentinel comes in, Third Path comes in, Card comes in, this comes in. I have a bunch of triggers. I will destroy your parallel lives.
That makes sense.
With her ability. Also, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times 2. So I have 12 damage also hitting you from Perforos, ETB's triggers.
Right, I take 12.
Down to 8.
Hit me, Larry. Whoops.
Okay, Group's Uprising triggers. I have 2 creatures that are 4, so I'll draw 2 cards. Pantlaza is going to discover 4 for its own ability for ETBing. 1. Teleportation Circle will come into play. So Conjure Closet also triggers. I will flicker Toski, doing another 2 damage with you with Perforos. Now I will discover 5 for Shamil. Roaming Throne. As it enters the battlefield, choose a creature type. Roaming Throne is that type. If a triggered ability controls triggers additional time. I'll choose Human. So trigger on the stack, 2 damage. I also get to draw a card because of Guruk's Uprising.
Yep.
Now the teleportation circle doesn't work because
Not until your
that
next
came in
end step.
later. I will pay 1, duplicate, because they all came in. I'll duplicate Pantlaza, because it has to be a legendary creature.
Yep.
So Pantlaza will get a duplicate from me spending 1 mana.
This guy, them coming into play at the same time doesn't prevent you from, like...
They see each other.
It does. It's only if it uses the word if.
Okay, so a second Pantlaza will hit, trigger Perforos will do 2 damage. Trigger, I'll draw a card. Trigger will do the Discover 4, not 4 mana. All right, enchantment. Sterling Grove comes into play, not a creature. The other 1 mana I would just do, which I'll pay off for the last thing that would kill you off, would be she's the only other legal target I have, or I guess Toski is too, but I guess it's fine. I'll have her come in, and I'll blow up Clip to the right, and then trigger on the stack with Perforos, do another 2 damage to you. Oh. Yeah, you can't do anything now.
Yeah, I have no responses to that.
Oh, you almost came out of this, man.
That was almost enough.
What a nail biter. Come on.
Good
What a
game,
good way.
good game.
Oh, no.
For a second, I was like,
God damn.
You were so close.
So close.
You were so
Fuck.
close. Oh. You had, there's so many times I clenched because at first I was like, well, maybe if he doesn't swing, you know, at me, he just hits Larry with all that stuff. I'll just let it happen. And then I was like, oh no, I should have hit Jetmir earlier on your.
I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do there.
I knew I had ways to exile and stuff, but I was still like, well, maybe if some can get into Larry, and you know, or depending what happened. But then I was like, no, I need to exile them now, blow that up.
It was crazy.
You got scary. I feel like everyone got scary.
Everyone got
came
scary.
so close to getting punished
Yeah.
by exiling this.
Oh, that was
This, dude.
Yeah.
So close to getting punished, man. I was there.
As soon as it came in, I was like, oh, I should have activated like my Cryptolith, right? Like tapped all my creatures for mana to make
You do get your Toski back,
I
so
do.
don't
Finally, I get my Toski
Yeah.
back.
Let's not forget.
The MVP, honestly, of your deck was my Toski, who drew you like 30 cards. That was
Yeah, between your Toski and my, you know,
Locust God.
God, yeah, that was
Ristic Study, drew a bunch of cards.
Yeah.
that was some
All
bullshit,
the
dude.
stolen stuff.
You still had crazy things
Dude,
happening.
I had a great time. That was super fun.
He hit the big
I
slot
thought it was
machine.
over after Atali, and then you guys just kept clawing at me. You guys all did your Avengers team up.
Yeah.
That was
Thanos
cool.
won this half. You have to come back for part 2 to see if you guys.
You ain't no Thanos, dude. You're playing Naya. You're a nice guy. We like you.
You were the nice guy. You were handing out lands and 5
Yeah, bro.
wands.
I was
I
sharing,
did like
dude.
4 cards
See?
off Larry.
I hit jackpots. You guys get some stuff
Yeah.
too. Like, Yusri's cool, right?
It popped
And
off.
thanks to the patrons for playing the Discord and helping show me some of the fun stuff. Because after
yeah?
Well, I'd played with them and they saw me jamming the pre-con, and that's when one of them was like, hey, you should check this out. I mean, that's the best part, is playing
That's-
in the Discord and
yeah,
getting to
that's
workshop some
really
of your
cool.
decks online and then getting
100%.
feedback and helping trade ideas. So it's pretty sweet. Which is why you should join Patreon. Join so we can play together.
Hell yeah.
You know, maybe you saw Eiley play the Patrons deck. Sometimes we do. We have fun over here, jamming. Hey, what did you think about your first time being on the show?
Oh, it was great. I had a lot of fun. A little disappointed in myself because I killed myself with my own cards a lot. But
Yeah.
hey, you know, I'll have my revenge someday, hopefully.
One day. How was it like being back?
It was fun. I got to make my cats and dogs. I was really close, but couldn't quite pull it out of
You
the
had good
end.
responses.
Yeah.
You kept getting me scared, and I was like, well, at least I have ways of still flickering my people. Larry.
We're so
Always
close
a
to killing you,
pleasure.
dude. Just like a
Always a
random
pleasure.
6 more damage.
The up and down. The
Six
up
more,
and
like,
down. We
I
all
would've-
got low there.
Dude, I would have been so happy to just kill you with your thing on the
You
stack.
did a big job of it with your
Oh,
fucking
dude,
discarding
I
lands.
know. I love that. I
crazy.
did. A pet card of mine.
Pet card.
Seismic Assault.
Yeah.
I love it.
That was
Love it.
fun.
Well, thanks to God, everyone. Thank you guys.
Thank
Thanks
you for having
coming
me.
out.
Hey, yeah, thanks for
And
having us.
hey, every other Friday, check us out and please support the show on Patreon so we can keep making shows and keep bringing you episodes every Friday. Until then, I'm gonna hate their decks and hate your deck. Peace. This Ewin gaming chair I've been using to edit my stuff. It even has a magnetic little headrest. And for your back, it's even got a little lower back pad. So see, there we go, the Ewin. So, you know, they sent it to me and they wanted me to give a review of this Ewin gaming chair. This is the instructions. These instructions were dope. EwinRacing.com. They call themselves the #1 heavy-duty gaming chair. I chose to get the Flash XL, which can handle over 500 pounds, and anyone 5'7" to 7 foot tall. I like that there's like a really thick pad. But so far when I'm sitting on it, man, it feels good. I love the back cushion. And then of course, here we go, the headrest. So if you don't want one, you don't need it, but I love that it's magnetic. Sometimes you want to sit like fully up. You're like, yo, I'm ready to do some editing. But now it's like, yo, it's time to watch what I've done. Time to go back for the laid back. So here's the reclining handle. So far, I've really been enjoying this chair. I definitely like going fully reclined. I mainly use this chair for editing I Hate Your Deck. Sometimes I spend like 10 or 12 hours a day editing. If you like the eWin gaming chair, you should check down my link below and get a discount code to see if you got one that's good for you. If you really want to support I Hate Your Deck, there's a lot of ways to help support us. Number one way is through Patreon. Patreon is a great place where you get to join our community. We have a Discord where we play a lot of Magic with our friends, and there's such a community of people from around the world in our Discord. So if you want access to our deck list, do you want to play Magic with a lot of people from all over the world and interact or help brew your decks, the I Hate Your Deck Discord through Patreon will help you get all that done. Hey, if you've been liking I Hate Your Deck, hit the like, subscribe, and ring that bell to get notifications when we have new episodes coming out. And we also have bonus episodes. If you want to see those bonus episodes that were too hot for YouTube, join our Patreon to check that out.
Hey, here's the random Patreon shoutouts. I'd like to thank Darrell Barger, Luke Hurst, and Daniel Vigil. Thanks, you guys.
If you want a shout out, you need to be a tier 4 or tier 5 patron where we give shout outs. Now, we love all of our patrons, but it's just one of the perks of being a tier 4 or tier 5 patron. Without you patrons, we wouldn't be where we are today, and we wouldn't be able to keep making content. So thank you so much for helping us make this show a reality, and we're really excited to keep bringing you great content for the years to come. I can't wait to be able to bring my son on the channel once he gets old enough, let me tell you.
I Hate Your Deck. Wizards of the West Coast. Tapping out and slinging spells. Wizards of the West Coast. Tapping out and slinging spells. I Hate Your Deck. Wizards of the West Coast. I Hate Your Deck. Wizards of the West Coast. I Hate Your Deck. Join the I Hate Your Deck Patreon exclusive Discord to get the various benefits and be able to play Commander daily with people from around the world in our global community. I Hate Your Deck.